Just a little heads up about the end of the year season that we're in. Pisces. It's a little bit tough for me as an Aries rising, being a fire kind of person, the water. Not that I don't like Pisces at all. I have Jupiter in Pisces. Usually I benefit Pisces somehow. Just kidding. No, yes. Just tired of the oceanic, Neptune is in Pisces. It's like ocean is an ocean. Have you had enough an ocean of just kind of the way it is, Pisces. It's just time to dream, you guys. Have you learned how to dream yet? I was going to share with you, literally, my experiences. God, because talk about Neptune. I mean, if I haven't had enough of it opposing my Venus at 23 degrees, exactly. Moved off a little bit, went to 24. Big deal. Not that it's a bad thing. The opposition, it can go either way. That's the way the oppositions work. I mean, that's what I've been looking at. Like, you can have your black clouds, but then you have the silver lining, and I am all about it, baby. I got my rose-colored glasses on. I know Neptune. I have Neptune at Sagittarius at 8 or 7 degrees. It's like right on the cusp of the 8 or 7 degrees. And then I have the Sagittarius. It trines the hell out of my ascendant. Of course, I'm going to talk about that with Venus having just gone over my ascendant and Neptune. It's trining my Neptune. The truth is I'm a hell of an artist, particularly, I would say musical. But now I've been playing music freehand. It's nothing special, really. There's a lot of other people that are a lot more technically interesting than I am, right? But I've always inspired people, and that's enough for me to be satisfied all around. I should be doing that. I should be just a performing artist, live performing artist. The thing with Neptune opposing my Venus. Um, it's a little bit crude and tacky, try to whip it up. I mean, I really could actually. I know it takes focus, and that's why I have Venus and Virgo base. Very picky, very analytical, very hardworking. Some people know me, my work, my capabilities. Not lately, not since. When you're going into starvation, talk about artist. Be an artist. Always starve. Um, it's hard to keep your mentality straight and right. And lately, it's been so boring on YouTube because I haven't been mentally off kiltered this way. Not really. I mean, it's been worse. Really. Don't know. Go back to the last year. This time, those videos you can see. I was very much suffering something, succotash. And so anyway, it's not bad, but I am trying. I guess it's time for me, and I didn't know. I was like, it's time for me to try love out again. I'm going to try love, and now it's with Neptune opposing my Venus, and I'm thinking, no, perfect. Are you kidding me? It's actually time to try love on a very spiritual and Piscean. I mean, I would get very artistic in my way of whatever, trying to. I didn't know until the very it gets down to it. It's like, oh, by the way, yes, I think it would be a good idea to find somebody. Man, thanks a lot. I wasn't talking to anybody but God at that point, and then God always answers, and it's like, well, what is this? And then he's like, black clouds, silver lining, Neptune, babe. Oppose ascendant. Handle it, baby. Handle it. You. It's just you there. Just don't forget. It's just you there. Because not everybody is having just an opposition. They're having a square with their Venus and Sun, and it's like, can you stop deceiving yourself? I'm sure not. I'm just seeing what the possibility is, with the silver lining thing. I'm like trying to make it work, like healthy people would try to make it work. You know what I mean? And boy, the silver lining thing, the surfing, don't go down into the depths, and is that Pisces? It's like no, and um, talk about the life performing artist thing. Okay, getting back to this Neptunian thing. If anybody's an astrologer here, Neptune kind of looks at art. The Pisces person is the same. Neptune rules Pisces, and so I'm very, very spiritual. The mediums through which comes the artist. Did I say that right? Yeah, there's the artist there that holds all kinds of ways to start. If you're a really good artist, you are bridging the unseen scene to the scene. And I just apologize that I haven't gotten my guitar. Just make it work. See, I've always just made it work. I didn't really care. The things I've always made it work with is just like, people are like, how are you doing that with that piece of crap? I'd go into somebody's studio and then and just max it out, whatever they have going on there. A lot of people are doing the DJ thing, and then they have pre-made mixes to toss together and this and that, and they don't even do that right. It's like, you know what, and I'll make my own and give me the keyboard, and are you really playing that? Yeah. Whatever. I like shocking people. It's like, Barbie doll does it? Inspired a lot of kids. Anyway, not doing it since been completely testing. Well, it's been for everybody. But it happens to be that, like, okay, so when Saturn moves over my moon, it gets rid of all my friends, and then that kind of got rid of some clientele, but very little support I ever had. Really, I thought we were trying to do something. Did you remember that? It's like right before the C19. It's like there's a possibility that we can come together and appreciate each other's art form or lifestyle, or we were shifting. It was already starting to shift, but then it's like, no, it's time to not have fun, right? I already have videos on this, and then so it's like, really? And so separate out, because now everybody's going to go crazy, saying, yes, it's true, and no, it's not true, and the virtue signaling and falling straight into the matrix or getting the hell out of it. And I'm thinking, why well, okay, changes are happening, and I put all my eggs in one basket. I mean, okay, so I start, oh God, what a fucking, this is what I'm talking about, the fucking Piscean 12th house, oceanic, floating bunch of fucking shit, and what can we hang on to, really? Pardon me. Getting ready for it. Great. Where is Mars going to square Neptune pretty soon? Watch something go on with liquids and water and chemicals, and especially men turning into fog clouds, dreaming and getting away with it. And then what else? Sun moves into Pisces. I should have the darn... It's in Pisces now, and Saturn is going to move into Pisces. But at one point, Sun is going to conjunct Saturn, whether it's in Pisces or still in Aquarius. Did we already experience the Sun conjunct Pisces? The main thing is that, sorry, Sun conjunct Saturn. The main thing is that damn Saturn going into Pisces, which I'm not worried about when Saturn goes into Pisces, because Saturn is the planet that kind of subdues and takes away from that quality, and asks for total reform, but it really just kind of, I'm telling you, fucking Saturn. Be honest, man. It kind of desolates, just like Pluto does. It takes away from us. It's kind of strange in Pisces, though. It's like, you got an emotion. Well, let's structure it up. You can't have that emotion without a structure. That's what it's going to kind of be. Imagine that, because it's, the ocean doesn't have structure except for emotion. Ocean. You have the word ocean, and an E there, put down the M, and where did the man go? I don't know. Let's talk about, yeah, that season that good excuse, Sean. I mean, what, really, what I'm on the edge of, and I'll be able to tell you, is like, of course, astrology is here for transcending. You get past it. That's the idea. It's like you want to wake up, look at the possibility, get through it, and move into your real life, which is always now. Your creation at your fingertips. It scares most people. Of course you need structure, and that's just not a mystery, man. If you have made it into a skeleton, and then you have had grown all this flesh, and your organs are going, it's like, you got to eat. You got to eat. You should work at a certain amount. So that's what I do. Self-regulating um, is I won't work unless I have food, and it's weird. It's because I won't work unless I know I have food. Unless I've had food, of course. You eat in the morning. You eat a lot. I have to eat. I have to force feed myself. I'm the kind of person like everybody else who says, I'm not a morning eater. Bullshit. You're a hard worker and you need to stuff yourself if you have to force feed yourself, because by 2 hours you're going to be useless unless you have just pumped it in, and then you're like, shit, I don't feel bad. It's 2 hours. I can go for another 4 hours, and then you take a break, right? So then be useful to yourself, at least. I mean, we all already know that um, the workplace is counting on you operating at 0.002. That's what's really exciting about going out there, getting fresh as it gets, get fresh, chicky onto the job. And talk about chicky, boy. I mean, okay, Pisces, don't expect any structure to happen anytime soon, especially when Mars squares Neptune. If you meet a woman who has Mars square Neptune, they have issues with men who have issues with substances. Perhaps it's the alcoholic love affair or something, and she's pretty much. I mean, we look at. I mean, physically too, because Mars rules your physical awareness and body and way about you. So it's very intricate, how astrology is, but generally, to have a Mars square Neptune, your physical life is in question. It's like, do you have a very good depth perception, because there's Neptune blindsiding there with a mirage, and then it includes, like, if you're a woman, it makes it like, okay, they have a story about a shady man, right? One who, and then there could be, see, looking at that in the chart and just teaching you how to look at it. Hope you get something out of it. I'm ever changing, by the way. I'm just like water. You're gonna love it. Talk about Neptune. When Neptune finally gets away from my Venus and starts going over my ascendant, I better have my act down by then. And the thing that has been calling me, that's very tough. Of course, I need money to be free, right? I just need money to be free. Just, would you leave me alone? I'll be free. Yes, I need a PA system that only you don't get a bass speaker. You don't get a bass amplifier if you're a bass player. You get a PA system. That's going to take care of your bass. So unfortunately, they don't really make very good equipment anymore. I mean, I'm an analog recorder. When I was talking about how I'm a good studio recording artist, I'm talking about when we were playing analog and people were kind of unplugging. You put a microphone right there, and you're concerned about, yeah, you put microphones on speakers and stuff. I mean, it's not like a direct feed in digital, and now it's just not even you playing there or something. I don't know, but I'm kind of old school. But anyway, no, if it has to do with music, babe, I've already mastered the electronic music. Music is electronic. Music is um, the very technology that is running all of creation. Just ask any scientists. Oh my God, 14 to 15 minutes of this stuff. You must be in love. Having said that, babes, um, trying to explain the Pisces thing we're going through. It's a new year is coming. This is not time to think that you're going to have any kind of structure. It's really a time to meditate and convalesce. Like, try to go into a dream state as much as you can. If you have things to work out, you wouldn't believe how it could really help you to meditate and to sleep on it. It's weird, but that's where. See, I think Einstein was a Pisces. You can look that up for me, and if it's not true, put it in the comment section down below. Just kidding. Babes, and we're all, just let us change like water. We're all gonna go through a major shift. For me, I can feel it's like just keep your boat gently rowing on down the stream, because you want to get to that ocean. I mean, the ocean is there. We are there now. If you haven't noticed, it's like it's time to dream. And don't think that you're going anywhere anytime soon. There's a lot of stuff that's just falling apart because it's introspection time. It's winter time. It's meltdown time. And then Aries sun is going to hit, and that's, for me, it's like that Jupiter experience that we had, where I just wanted that to go away, and then now here it is again. It's like, okay, I get it. We just live in dreamland all the time, really. Meanwhile, I'm just thinking, with the Neptune opposing my Venus, it's like my finances. What am I going to do about that? There's a lot I can do, but it's not happening. And of course, Venus. Thanks for letting me work this out in front of you. I hope you're eating plenty of food and got plenty of. Just detach, babes. Don't get too involved in other people. Really, I'm saying it honestly. With what's coming next month, next month, just a rush. It's just like any spring that I know. We have a lot of snow still. We could have a lot of snow in March, and ideally, it would be packing up 8 feet, 10 feet, 16 feet of snow up in the high country, and that would make these creeks run all year. That was snow falling on the roof. You heard it, big old clump. Anyway, it's melting down kind of out there right now, and that's just what's going to happen around here. It's just it's like the emergence of spring, the Aries vibe. This is a Sagittarius rising right here. This mountain range is geodetically Sagittarius rising at 3 degrees, and it trines the Aries people. It's outdoors, it's a rugged place. People are rugged up here. It's hard to find an in-between, but there is. I mean, there's like slugs, and then there's people that are really just chiseled out from the mountain, makes you work. And I would say, don't do too much work, right? Well, walking up the driveway for me was amazing. It's almost unbearable. You have to be in shape to just like say, oh, I can do this. Yesterday I started, and then halfway through I started running. And doing my breathing that I learned. Today it wasn't so enthusiastic, only because, talk about it, babes, didn't even have breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? There. Hi, kitty.